Don't trust those Metal Gear Solid 5 reviews from the big game companies, not that you would, but if you find a Game Informer review or a similarly large website reviewing the game before it was released and posting their thoughts and comments, but their reviews are missing one crucial fact. What was that fact again? Oh, that's right, none of them actually reviewed it in their office or anything similar of the sort. The fact remains that many of the people who have been reviewing Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, have been reviewing it under, I want to say, disingenuous pretenses, or unhappy pretenses. So they might be happy, they might have had a hell of a good time, but they weren't in their office. They weren't at home. They didn't get a chance to have a hands-on, sitting in a nice armchair with a beer next to them, enjoying the game, taking notes, and thinking of everything that was bothering them. While they were at this event, hosted by Konami, and several different locations in the world, allowing game journalists from different places, IGN to Game Informer, depending on whoever posted the reviews, they went to these places and they got to play these games before the game actually came out. Now, of course, you would say to yourself, that seems quite silly and elaborate to do. But Konami is a fan of censorship. Remember, almost every video I have posted thus far, if it contains any type of song, any type of reference to Konami, any type of cutscenes, they will sit there and they will flag the video for the monetization on it. I'm not joking you. I run a Flashback Friday series where I put a full unedited version of the Flashback Friday episode where I play an older game. And in my Contra, I posted the full unedited video and it happened to have the end credits song. That's what they flagged. That video had 120 views because not a lot of people watch my unlisted videos. If they're linked to it and they want to see the full thing, they'll watch it, but that's what was flagged. And yes, I understand it's an auto flag, but the point stands that it was really, really, really ridiculous and hilarious to see Konami want those 126 views worth of money. What was that, 0.9 cents maybe in ad revenue? Seriously, what the hell is going on, Konami? Anyways, back to the subject as hand, as I don't want to get off on a rant. So here's the thing, the problem. When someone is flown out by a game company and told, hey, do you want to come check out this game? We're going to host a really nice event for you. In the past, there have been really nice events held and things of that nature. But this one in particular had people allowing themselves to go up to these kiosks where they had these Xbox Ones and these PlayStation 4s and things of that nature and playing the game. Now, they had a limited amount of time with it, less than 1 day. And you tell me right now how you can place a full comprehensive review after 1 day's worth of playing a game. Maybe not even 1 day. If it was a 24-hour review, I would be a bit skeptical and think, that's not really a great idea because you want to get some sleep in, right? But even that I would respect more than just a couple hours with it, you know, and being censored. I mean, my God. Someone said that a lot of the people were playing with the special chicken suit helmet that allowed you to be invisible to all of the enemies. And anyways, I will just link you to the video of Jim Sterling down below where he talks about it. But there's also, I believe, the Rageaholic who talked about it. Many of these websites don't disclose that they didn't have a hands-on at home with it. Many of these websites do disclose that they were at a given location. And many of these websites do contradict themselves about this review and how they feel about it, saying that this is a great game. It has hundreds upon hundreds of hours worth of content to offer. But if that being the case, then why the hell were you only offered less than a day to play the game? How can you offer up a comprehensive review of a video game if you haven't even played hundreds of hours of it, or had the chance to actually complete the story campaign? Because with most games new, they probably didn't have the ability to get through the full story. Metal Gear Solid, being one of the biggest story-based games, has tons and tons of video, audio logs, and things of that nature, not counting the side missions, not counting building up Mother Base, and things of that nature. So I ask you once more, with these reviews coming out where the developers and the publishers work together to get these journalists together to review the game while being there, how can it be a comprehensive review if they didn't even finish the game? Now, one other final thing I'd like to say about this. At this event, it was said that many PR people were walking around and talking to these game journalists. I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't a single PR person per game journalist. So they had their own little private secretary whispering in their ears exactly what they wanted to hear. And if you check the ratings and the reviews right now of Metal Gear Solid 5, some people are calling it the next Messiah, the next Jesus Christ. And if you look at the past Metal Gears, that's a pretty damn solid indication. Metal Gear Solid 2 wasn't the best game. A lot of people absolutely hated playing as Raiden. Though it wasn't the best, it is not a bad game by any means. The problem being that it was praised as one of the best games on the PlayStation 2. And that being said, it still pissed a lot of the fans off that wanted to play as Snake and not Raiden. No offense, semantics aside, moving on to Metal Gear Solid 3. Another great game. Very fun, wonderful to play, and it's very, very awesome. It even harks back to the whole Raiden thing, where Snake wears a mask of Raiden, and it's hilarious to watch how badly they tried to troll you with that mask, making you think you're Raiden again. Kind of just referencing itself, you know? Metal Gear Solid 2, people hated Raiden, here we go again, and oh my god, I have to play as Raiden again, this sucks, and then he takes the mask off, and it's like, ah, you got me. Anyways, great game. Metal Gear Solid 4. Another great game. Very good game. Wasn't a multi-plat, which surprised me, but ended up being one of the highest rated games there are. And now you might call that a little disingenuous for each reviewing company, depending on your opinion of each individual game. I doubt very much that anyone out there would say each game is a perfect 10. Each game had their faults. Each game had their issues. And to say that the next Metal Gear Solid, Phantom Pain, 10 out of 10, the next Jesus for gaming. Holy crap, it is so awesome. That's why Konami's exiting the console market. That's why Konami's exiting the video game market. Because they're producing perfect 10s, right? That makes a lot of sense. When games get reviewed and they very rarely ever get 10s, man, and you're going to make a game that gets a 10, that is an indication that you should not leave the market. But then again, Konami doesn't know how to business. Konami has issues figuring out how to run their business, as DLC codes are missing from the PlayStation 4 versions, and you have to have them mailed to you. And, well, the PC version of Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, it comes with a Steam installer, and hey-oh, some people who play PC games don't have Steam. Some people like good old games. Some people like to be disconnected from a service and to be able to play their game without being online all the time, especially with the watchful gaze and the ever long reach of the microtransaction that is Konami's implementation of that policy in Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. So, the end of this rant, this discussion, I will leave my sources down below, and I'm just warning you. I am warning you. Take it from me. Wait till real people start reviewing the game. If it's a perfect 10, I'll eat my words. I have no issue eating my words, and I'm very happy that they're praising it already. But I just feel that it's a little bit disingenuous when these journalists were buttered up, sent out to this place to play, and maybe they were buttered up, maybe they weren't. But I have a hard time feeling like they were put in a more prison-y situation where all they got was bread and water and bathroom privileges and then just to play the game versus being, you know, pampered like kings or princes while they play this game. So again, I am just warning you. Make sure you're aware that these reviews were sponsored by Konami, because these individuals didn't purchase this game on their own. They didn't even get sent review codes. They went somewhere to play the game. So if one of these places don't disclose that information, and one of these places says that they actually got a review copy, then by all means you can trust their word. But just remember, everyone's after your money, even the review companies. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. I hope you enjoyed this rant, and I hope you found it educational, and I hope you guys will educate yourselves also before you do decide to hand over that $60 or whatever else. If you bought the collector's edition, enjoy that ARM, but still, them DLC codes are missing from the PlayStation 4 version, so there you are. Have a great day, and as always, good gaming and God bless. And now, the important decision of joining the Maverick Rebellion. We are a tight group of individuals who rebel against stereotypes and greater evils that are commonly accepted. ISPs, children being conned out of games, sexism in video games, enough is enough, and the Mavericks have had it. If you choose to subscribe, or stay subscribed, you are joining the fight against injustice by watching my numerous video topics. From net neutrality to publishers covering up botched releases, the Mavericks are always informed on the issues plaguing your gaming experience today. So don't be left out in the cold, and don't let those people keep you down. Join the Maverick Rebellion today and become a member of the community that will listen and engage with you. What are you waiting for? Just click subscribe and you'll be in good company. Mavericks unite!